Thanks so much, Walter, reporting there. But joining us now is KLBK sports reporter Faith Douglas. Faith, what's going on in sports?
Well, today at spring football practice at Texas Tech, we caught up with the new wide receivers coach, Justin Johnson, and then we talked to Miles Price, one of his wide receivers, and he has a whole lot to say about Justin Johnson.
Energy. He move like that. Like everything he do is just like energy, attention to detail, everything. So.
He's very energy.
Yes, right. And he's talking about his coach, which makes for a good pair, hopefully. But we will hear from Coach up next in sports.
Douglas.
Good evening and welcome to your KLBK Sports Connection. Texas Tech baseball team facing UT Longhorns for game number 2 today, looking to get a win in rivals territory. After getting down 3-5, Gavin Cash knocks one way past UT to bring in a couple runs, but UT has the last word in this game in the last inning, and they win 6-5 in the bottom of the 9th. Today, Ethan Coombs had 4 strikeouts for the Red Raiders, and right behind him was Mason Molina with 3. Tomorrow, the Red Raiders will face the Longhorns one more time in Austin, hoping to avoid the sweep there for the first time since 2007. Texas Tech softball also in game number 2 in Austin today with a similar story, falling short to the Longhorns by 1 run in the very end, 4-3. Early on, Tech held the lead with a 3-run homer from Ellie Bailey, her 12th of the season, but Texas responded, and in the bottom of the 8th, UT's Reese Atwood then knocked 2 runs in to seal the deal for the Longhorns. Tomorrow, the Red Raiders will face UT one more time in this series at noon. Texas Tech with their 3rd spring football practice today, and we spoke to new wide receivers coach Justin Johnson, aka Coach Juice, who previously worked with head coach Joey McGuire at Baylor University. And though he's a new face around Lubbock, this isn't his first time working with McGuire, and he has also had a 3-year coaching history with former head coach Cliff Kingsbury. In spring football, Coach Juice is trying to hone in on those details that each of his receivers are good at before the fall rolls around for Juice's first season in the Scarlet and Black.
I talk to the guys all the time that everybody possesses a dominant trait. So Dre might be a fast guy, JB might be a big guy, Miles might be a twitchy guy, right? Everybody is going to have a different trait that they possess, right? One not better than the other, but we just talk about exercising that dominant trait all the time. And so I just want them, whatever their dominant trait is, just exercise that dominant trait all the time when they step on the field and be the best version of themselves. I don't need Miles to be JB. I don't need JB to be anybody else he isn't. I don't need Loic to be anybody else he isn't. I need everybody to be the best version of themselves.
Texas Tech track and field opened their outdoor season today right here in Lubbock, battling the wind all day. The Mass Rider Open at the Terry and Linda Fuller Track and Field Complex. Texas Tech's men's and women's 4x1 relay made their outdoor season debut. The women with a time of 44.62 seconds, finishing first, in the men 39.77 seconds in 3rd place behind West Texas A&M and South Plains. Texas Tech men took first in the 4x4 relay, and the women took 2nd and 3rd in the 4x4 relay as well. Next up, Texas Tech outdoor track teams will roll on to Austin for the 95th Texas Relays. Lady Raiders season wrapped up yesterday as they fell to Arkansas in the 3rd round of the WNIT. And again, this is the first time in a decade that the Lady Raiders have made postseason appearance. This season, they went 20-14 and concluded Coach Krista Gerlich's 3rd year at the helm. And in the last 3 years, she believes seasons like this one is only setting up the Lady Raider legacy for years to come.
Well, first of all, I mean, just playing in this environment in March, deep in March, in a tournament where you're playing to stay alive, that experience is huge for us and is huge for our young kids to be able to battle through and to understand how they have to stay together, and they need to understand what this feeling feels like. Because obviously we want to get in the big dance and be able to, play for a national championship. And it's just been an incredible ride, and it's just the beginning, to be quite honest. It's just the beginning of what we're going to do at Texas Tech.
LSU softball taking on St. Edwards in a doubleheader earlier today with the help from the homers in the 1st and 5th innings. The Shaps took game 1 7-1. Casey Flores hit the first homer to bring in 3 runs in game 1, and then Allie hit a pinch hit grand slam in the second game today to take the series against St. Edwards. LCU will face them one last time tomorrow at 1, trying to clinch the sweep. That is it for sports, even though that seems like that was a lot.
No, yeah, that was a lot. You've gone from like A through Z, like real
Track,
quick.
softball, basketball, baseball, football.
Yeah.
I mean, good grief.
We can never get rid of just one and move on to the other. So we've got a lot going on. Thanks so much, Faith. We'll be right back after the break.